Great Michael Jordan was in person at Circuit of the Americas to watch Tyler Reddick continue his winning streak to start the year and be the first person ever to win the first 3 races of a Cup Series season. Of course, Jamie Little was there to go and get an interview of MJ. He was quoted as saying, "Look, I just put up the money. I'm just a competitor, but I think Denny's done an unbelievable job in helping build this team, and I think the team has done a good job in taking our leadership and going out and winning." That's what it's about. Of course, the 23 and 2311 is MJ, the investments of his, with his, being one of the greatest, if not the greatest athlete of all time. It's his investment is a big part of why this organization exists. The lawsuit last year against NASCAR, driven not only by himself but his business partner Curtis Polk, kind of brought that more to light. It says in this article that Jordan has invested $40 million of his own money, and that he was not scared of NASCAR when both himself, Hamlin, Polk, and Front Row Motorsports challenged the organization about the charter system, which has now been made into permanent charters, amongst other changes that have taken place. Jordan was quoted as saying, "Someone had to step forward. I was a new person. I wasn't afraid. I felt I could change NASCAR as a whole. I felt as far as a sport, I needed to be looked at from a different view." Denny Hamlin revealed that he owes Jordan tens of millions of dollars in loans and has invested $10 million of his own money into the organization. Loans include 40% of the cost for the team, 50% of the $35 million it cost to build Airspeed, their enormous building that houses their whole organization. Lauren Sputterman, who was one of the attorneys for NASCAR, pointed out that Polk and Jordan's CFO Gene Mason had Brandon Hamlin, a terrible businessman who spends money recklessly. Hamlin was quoted as saying, "Me and Michael, we want to win." And Jordan nodded in approval. At the end of the day, they're winning. They won that lawsuit against NASCAR, which has fundamentally changed the way NASCAR and the France family have had to manage things, the charter system, and other changes that they've made to the series. At the same time, their organization continues to develop and be going from strength to strength, showing how much talent that they have there, with Reddick going out there and winning the first 3 races and going for 4 in a row this weekend at Phoenix, and then Darrell Wallace Jr. being second in points, showing the talent and ability that this team has. For this and more motorsports coverage, please continue to connect here on Motorsports Reports, and also connect with me on the Grip Strip podcast, which I host with my co-host and good buddy Josh.